Kyle shows up, hauls on a butt. And she's like, okay, let us on. And they're like, no, we already took you off the plane. And she's like, no, we're getting on that plane. And so we ended up on the plane. But it was like Home Alone, like sprinting through the airport, hold my backpack, just like, like good thing I do these HIIT classes, man. So,
That's so funny.
the flight home was fine. That was okay. The flight crazy. All right. Thank you. Once we get going, we're gonna 45, 15. We'll go through 20 things. First couple are more warm-up specific. Well, low lateral lunge first, so wider feet. You don't have to start yet. We're gonna do this for the 45, 15 setups. So low lateral lunge will be number one. I'm gonna press play. 10 seconds out. 5. All right, here we go. Sit back, right? Nice wide base. Kind of find yourself in like that pistol squat. So when I'm over top of this leg, most all my weight is there. Doesn't have to be fast. You could use that one leg you're traveling toward, right, as a break. So I'm pressing through this leg as I press there. Keep the hips down, sliding side to side. 20 seconds out. Five. Good little air. Still fixing the volume.
Huh?
And B 45, 15. We're resting here and then right back on. Same thing. 2. Good. I'm recording, so I shouldn't say too much, but traveling with my in-laws who will never see this video can be problematic. As well as my brother-in-law. They lost everything, man. Josh is eating Carl's Jr. on the way home on the flight. Gets off the plane and can't find his passport, right? We're like in the U.S. trying to go through customs and he has no ID. His passport was in his Carl's Jr. bag that he threw in the trash on the airplane. So the flight attendants are digging through trash. How do you put your passport in the trash?
Oh my God.
5 seconds out. It's just stuff like that. Good stuff. 2. Next thing, hand walk out overhead, right? A little bit of core attention, take your time. Drive the hips, stay in the hamstring stretch. If you want to stand up each rep, you can. 2. Come on, watch your head on that barbell. That will be right above you there. And then if you feel comfortable, maybe increase the distance a little bit each time. Hi, Cammie, we're on a hand walk when you're ready. Did a little hand walk out overhead, back in for a hamstring stretch. 15 seconds out. And then Cammie, it is a 45, 15 setup. So we'll have a 15-second rest soon, and then back on again. 8. Good, air, breathe, 15 seconds. Same thing coming up. If you can, add a little bit of distance each time to the hand walk. 5. Good, nice big walk out overhead. Check that the hips don't sag into the hole, right? Nice big stretch. Drive the hips up, walk the hands in. If you feel good and your blood pressure isn't skyrocketing, just stay down in that stretch. You don't have to come all the way up. After hand walk out, we go side plank hip drop. We'll do one side for 45 seconds. Maybe time for 1 or 2 here. 10 seconds out. Depends on your pace. 5. Good. Pick a form to be on the floor. Drop the hips. Press the hips. Nice high hips. Try to drive the hips up. Squeeze that oblique down. back in the hole, back up. 2, if it's appropriate, we can always stack that bottom knee down on the floor, right? But body down, drop the hips, press the hips. Probably inhale as the hips sag, and then exhale as you press tall. And I would focus more on that drive and perhaps pausing at the top. So hips up, take a pause, squeeze the oblique, drive that shoulder into the ground, and then slowly unravel. Nice big drop, big press again. 15 seconds out. 8, and then try to keep as much oblique tension on that drop. So as we drop down, 2, almost thinking about an eccentric movement, right? Let that oblique open up slowly. Switching sides here. 10 seconds out. 5. Good, nice big drive. Pause at the top and then slowly back down. Another fun story. Cam, we were telling stories about my vacation. It's good. It's good. We had a time change probably like the 3rd day we were there. Josh's birthday, my brother-in-law, Cammy, like the 6th day of our trip, it's his birthday. Okay, so you have 3 days to understand there's a time change, right? 15 seconds out. He wants to book like the swankiest restaurant ever for his birthday. This dude's an hour late to his own birthday dinner. 10 seconds out. We didn't think he was coming. Next thing, goblet squat. 3, come on, right behind you, jog right overhead. So if I have a heavy load, a heavy single load, it's under chin like this. Right, nice big sit. If I don't have heavy enough bells, I can always hold in a thruster position. Still going through a squat though. Inhale down, stand tall. Take your exhale. If your load's a bit light, feel free to throw in some tempo here, right? Almost more like a constant tension squat. So you don't have to come up all the way if the load's light. If the load feels appropriate, stand tall, squeeze the glutes, squeeze the quads. But if it feels a bit light, play with a lot of range of motion, but never really coming all the way up to like a full lockout. Yeah, man. Josh. 15 seconds.
It's like everything you can imagine. You don't know you're like the same
10.
person, right?
My brother-in-law's 38. I'm not 15. 2. Yeah, rest good. Breathe. That's a good trip. Oh man, horribly. Like we were done eating and he rolls up. 3, same squat, guys. If more of that full range of motion, quick kind of pulsy effort felt good, let's stick with it. If and when the legs decide to turn off, feel free to come tall, take a rest. Next exercise, hand release push-up. We'll go chest to floor, hands up, hands back down to the ground. If it starts to bug your shoulders and you are a trap dominant person, remove the hands slightly, right? The higher I lift my hands, the more trapped I get or feel. So don't feel like the hand release itself has to be high. Still 10 seconds in our squats here. 5. Nice. Into hand release push-ups, guys.
The sun has changed a little bit. This is usually occupying like a lot of the room. Must be higher, right? Yeah, a little more overhead.
Here we go. And one thing everybody can focus on in the hand release push-up is keeping the core tight. So when I do release my hands, I'm still kind of dead bug in effort through the core. The rib cage is down, drop down, touch the sternum, nice big press. But as we start that press, we're gonna move the whole body universally, right? So the entire body comes up. Just make sure there's core tension, nice and tight. 15 seconds out. You might even hold your breath as you start that press and then exhale once the elbows pass 90 degrees. So put the body in motion, then start the exhale at the top. 2. Rest a little bit. If it feels good, go for your toes. Again, if it's bugging your shoulders, you don't have to hand release. You can come down, a real small release, or just unload the body on the floor, but keep the hands in contact. If the last set felt good, pick up the tempo here. Commit to a nice quick drop, nice big press, rock and roll, and then as we need to, back off that tempo as we fatigue. 25 seconds out. In 15 seconds, we have some sort of tricep extension.
Last month you guys can hear it. Skull crushes. Unless you want to bench this with all
Breathe. Good, some air. Depending on what you have access to, it could be a wall tricep extension, right? So press the triceps, or a dip. Or some dumbbell kickbacks, but some sort of tricep here. And if you happen to go wall tricep core stays tight. Sorry, I don't know what that was. How that happened. I'm glad to hear that. You're tough, bro. Somebody triggered you a little bit. Inhale on the flexion of the elbows, right? Exhale as we press. Nice big inhale in, nice big exhale on the press. Still 15 seconds. And then if we start to fatigue against the wall, hands go up, feet go in. If we feel strong, still hands go down, feet go back. 5. Good, little air. The waves were good size. The kids were in life jackets, so it's like sternum, crotch, I guess, right? Here comes a big ass wave, and it's like, there you go. Getting washed up on the shore. Limbs everywhere. Suck back in the water. Pick them up, spin them around, and then right back into the one. I've never liked bowling, but that was pretty fun. Tricep when you're ready, Kate. We're on here. After skull crushers, guys, we're going to go into single leg jump with no back foot contact. So I'll stabilize on the right, pull the left, pull the left. So it should be single leg RDL in nature, lots of glutes and hamstring on the stabilizing side, then drop off. 10 seconds here. If you don't want to jump or your stability is not fantastic, you can always touch that back foot to a knee drive. Touch, drop. We feel good though. Single leg jump, no back foot contact. Little pop, little pop, little pop. 5. If the sprinter started better though, touch that back foot down, right? So touch the toe, drive off both feet. And get the arms incorporated here. Everybody should be hinging a lot, right? So think about leaning the body forward to get that glute and hamstring active. So nice big torso tip. If we stay upright like this, it's going to be a lot of quads. So make sure you tip the body forward. 15 seconds out. 5. Good, long 45, good set, rest for 15. No, this too big, it's too big, here you go.
Oh my gosh.
I'm fine, it's right.
You probably had so much fun, huh?
It was good. The kids were a lot better this year.
Oh, good, good.
We hadn't gone like a year and a half, so the difference, right? Is
Yes, that's true, that's true.
And the pool was heated this year, which had never been heated before, so it was like hot tub warm.
Nice.
I guess with the heat and the sun too. I'm like, I'm gonna do some nights. We did a lot of nights. We're like 8:30 at night. Let's go to the pool. Let's go swim. 20 seconds out. Books and swim. After single leg jumps, we're gonna slow it down. We'll go Superman next. Chest on the floor. You might find yourself pulling right leg, left arm, right, and then right arm, left leg. I like opposing sides. 15 seconds off. If you're comfortable drawing all 4, you're welcome to. Just make sure the core stays tight. I'll cue you again about the core, but Superman / Superwoman here. 3. Thumbs can be up, right, toward the ceiling. I'd stack thumbs up. It's a little easier on the shoulder. And nobody is, but don't think about being dynamic here. It should be a very slow squeeze in the glute and draw the shoulder back and up. It shouldn't be a low back extension. Nice, easy pull, left and right and left. Just a little squeeze. 15 seconds here. And if we think about only allowing the sternum to come up like 1 inch off the ground, you have to find the mobility through the shoulder itself. 3. I demoed it maybe 2 weeks ago with a W, but if I go left shoulder, right, I might pull here. I can still lift this hand up a lot, right? So don't feel like you have to be limited by the sternum mobility. You can still draw that shoulder up. So perhaps, again, the sternum is only 1 inch off the ground, but allow that arm to travel independently. After super stuff, we're going to stay down and go plank with hip rotation. So in 30 seconds, we'll be on a plank. Keep this slow and controlled. Core stays tight. Seconds. 5. Little air. Come up on forearms, right? Ankles together, forearms down. If I go to my left-hand side, I press that right forearm down. Hips up a little higher than normal, but a plank with hip rotation. Set the forearms down tight, rock and roll hips over the top. Over the top. And if you have a goal in mind, your goal is how far can I reach the hips off the midline of the body. So as I head to my left side, my right forearm stays driven down hard, right? I let the hips fall way out sideways. 20 seconds out. Think about where your elbow is on the ground and try to get your hips on the outside of the elbow. So big rotation. 10 seconds. 5. Good, some air. Like the side plank hip drop earlier, as we kind of reach for that distance, we should almost think eccentric in the oblique. So as the hip comes over to the side, right, slowly allow that hip to open up. If it bugs your shoulder, you can take a little bit of range of motion off. Think about the ankles tied together and let the hips fall down into that hole. After plank with hip rotation, we're on our feet. 25 seconds. Nice and slow, still working on distance here. In 10 seconds, we'll rest, and then we're gonna go into a squat jump with a pulse. 5. Yeah, good. It'll be 1 jump and 1 pulse. 1 jump and 1 pulse. If you want to eliminate the jump, you can calf raise. I might expect you to have a better pulse if you are not jumping. Perhaps. Everybody else, 1 pulse and get airborne on that jump. Doesn't have to be high, right? But hopefully soft in the landing. It's good. Tempo does us well here, as well as depth in that pulse. If you find it easy in your pulsing here, right? It will be. You got to sit and pulse. Drop down into it. 15 seconds out. Then as the legs fatigue, utilize those arms a little more. Throw the arms to get in motion here. 8. 2. The plane ride home felt good though because everybody had a COVID test within like the last 2 days, right? So everybody on the flight had to show a negative test in order to get on the plane. But if you didn't have internet at the airport and you're trying to open emails, it gets a little challenging. Probably the safest place to be, right? With a group of people.
That's true. That's true.
Everybody's negative, man. Unless you've done some crazy stuff in the last 48 hours. After squat jump with a pulse, we're gonna go plank jumping jacks, which is horrible, right? On the back side of squat pulse jump, plank jacks is a lot of quads.
A lot.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. That's tough, man. 5. I jumped in at 7. I did not do plank jacks. 2. Alternatively, right, a plank position with a lateral foot tap. That is much kinder, but if we can, forearms down, little feet, little feet. 3, if you go plank jacks, stick those hips up much higher than normal, right? So give yourself some leeway here. If we happen to go plank lateral tap, you can go slow and be light on that foot. Use the glute to lift that foot up. Set it down outside, draw back in. But it should be very light. "20 seconds out. If you have to break those plank jacks into sets of 3 or 5, right? Hit 3 in a row and breathe. 3 in a row and breathe. 5 seconds.
Nice job, Good job, Mom.
2. Yeah, rest. 5. Set the forearms down, hips up a little bit. Nice tight core, and then either that lateral tap or some jacks. If you get the hips up in the air, the jacks aren't as bad as you think they're going to be. I would limit the range of motion just a little bit, outside, outside, outside. Keep the tempo and keep the weight on the forearms. We'll slow it down after this for a glute bridge march. So on our back, hips nice and high. A little bit of time, 15 seconds to go. Yeah, good. Resting. Glute bridge march. Find yourself in that high glute bridge position, right? From here, I'm going to remove one leg. As I start to press the foot down, I'm slow here, right? Put the foot down, keep the hips up, draw the other foot. Set that one down. Take your time on the transition. If you feel strong here, widen the feet a little bit, right? And pull the arms off the ground. Hands can be up the ceiling or across the chest, however you want to. Then we're focused on hip height. So every time we switch legs, make sure the hip bones don't drop. If they have dropped, not a big deal. Put 2 feet on the ground, push the hips back up. 10 seconds. 2. I got a better drum than usual.
Jock, I got a better drum than usual.
All right, back line. Here we go. I eat so clean that any deviation off is normal, even if it's not bad.
Like in Mexico or
Yeah.
before?
We didn't,
Oh, you didn't like eat that
I
thing?
tried not to,
Yeah, that's hard.
But it's so clean here that it's still like a 10-pound trip. Just carbs and alcohol, man. It's just
I know.
stacked on it. And
Yeah.
sodium too, right? I mean,
That's true.
all the food's supposed to taste good. 15 seconds out. After glute bridge march, a push-up with a knee drive. I'll show you if you need help. 8 seconds here. 3, Good, so I'm in my push-up base. I'm gonna hit one push-up. Come out of that push-up with a knee tuck. One push-up. Come out with a knee tuck. If you want to go kneeling, do a push-up from your knees. Sneak that knee outside. Push-up from the knees. Sneak the knee outside. And or push-up from knees. Bounce the toes. Knee tuck. It's good. Lots of ways to modify it here and keep it appropriate. If push-ups are not your strong suit, slow down that knee tuck. Spend more time in that nice tight knee tuck position, right? And then sneak a push-up in. So make it more knee tuck dominant, a little more core. 15 seconds out. 8, couple left. 5. Rest.
You probably eat out like 4 times a year.
Sarah's birthday, your birthday, Victor's birthday?
Maybe. Yeah, I mean, very little. We don't take kids around.
That's tough.
I didn't want to eat. You're taking the kids to a restaurant. I don't mind doing dishes. I like to cook. It's hard for me to go pay money for something like I cooked at home, right? It's like 2x. And the kids go eat. 20 seconds out. What do we got next? Oh, static dead bug. You're just gonna roll over. This should be pretty core dominant, right? We're using a lot of core here on this crunch. Next thing, roll into dead bug. 10 seconds. 5. Good, I'll demo just for fun. I'm gonna make sure my low back is pressed down. After that, I'm gonna extend the body, right? I'm also searching for shoulder height. How high can I get my shoulders off of the ground? And then extend. We have a tendency to get into the same position every time, right? Challenge yourself with a few more inches at the start. While you're still fresh, let the body open up a little bit. And then as we fatigue, pull it back to where it normally is. Head can be up or down as long as low back is tucked down tight. And check the shoulder height. Reach up, right? Get the scaps off the ground and hold there. Up and hold. 15 seconds. 5. Breathe. Good. We'll start, right? You can go to knee hug position, smash that back down, reach the shoulders up, and then start that reach. But get uncomfortable. 2. So reach as far as you can here, then as we fatigue, start to pull it all back together. But be aggressive on the get-go. Next exercise, not core dominant. Single leg RDL with a curl. So go ahead and smoke your core here. Controlled, but we're at the extent of our abilities here. 25 seconds out, last time. Good. You're looking to do work. There's plenty of time for it. 15 seconds. Again, next thing, single leg RDL with a curl. 8. If you only have a single weight, you can go single arm, single leg, right arm, right leg to a curl. Otherwise, we'll have 2 dumbbells in hand, kick that leg up the back, stand tall into a curl, kick that leg up the back, stay in one side for duration. 3. Let the arms hang, reach the body down, stand tall into that curl. Reach, pull. If the weights are heavy for the curl, keep more momentum, right? So as we start to stand tall, let the arms swing up a little bit. Almost as if we would on the reverse lunge curl. So maintain some momentum there so the curl isn't killing you. $15 seconds out. I think it's the fan that's blowing you over, Cammy. All that wind. 2. 10 seconds out, same thing, other side. If the weight's good, stay there. Again, if the curl's heavy, just move faster, right? Swing up. You can spend more time single leg RDL, and then as you stand, tuck the knee, nice quick hinge to curl.
Have you heard from Peru? Yes, I think he had maybe a 4th.
Oh, really?
I think 4th.
Oh, wow.
I don't know. I got my brain just weird. I had like anxiety last night trying to go to bed. Like, okay, what are the passwords for all the computers and all the accounts? Like,
Oh, to like
when I get to work, I need to unlock the front door, and then what? There's something.
Oh
yeah, the lights, of course.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
I need to make sure
That's
I launch
so
the
funny,
virtual
dude.
component. Yeah, I gotta do that.
8 seconds out. Had a lengthy to-do list.
What do I do after?
Yeah, man, it feels like it's been a while.
2.
It has been a while.
All right, single arm. No. Wait. 45-degree mountain climber. Turn the hips, tuck the knee. Turn the hips, tuck the knee. Yeah, we didn't do anything
It's been like 2 weeks, right?
for a year and a half. Wednesday would be 2 weeks.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I mean, it's longer than it's good. I like completely unplugged, which
That's good.
COVID's been crazy good. Not good for Ben. But then I got back in town and like Friday night, Ben and I were on the phone for I don't know, at least 2.5 hours.
Holy moly.
We talked so much.
Just going over like the work
Oh yeah, 15 seconds out. So we're on the phone last night for over an hour trying to figure some stuff out. It's good. 10 seconds.
We're always doing something. Yeah, always.
5.
Like you come over for dinner, he's like, let me see the negative COVID test. I'm like, Ben, it's tomorrow.
Are you
Man.
serious?
Yeah. He's not coming
So
over.
bad.
I was trying to get him over Saturday. He's like, you take the test? Yeah, I think it's tomorrow, man. It's Sunday, man.
Maybe we'll come over Sunday.
Well, I'm in America. So.
Here we go. Back on. Turn the hips, draw the knee. Turn the hips, draw the knee. Now you're supposed to take one before leaving Mexico to be able to leave Mexico, so the U.S. lets you back in. But then, like 3 to 5 days post landing, you're supposed to take another one.
Most people know that's not like.
It's not mandatory, but we provided it to the school for confirmation. The kids were both
Oh.
and then I just wanted to make sure I wasn't dragging anything in.
Yeah. That's good.
20 seconds out, guys. Next thing, single arm, dumbbell, bent over row. So nice big row for our next station. Keep turning the hips, keep pulling the knee. 10 seconds out.
How, like, did you guys interview people?
3, it's this week. Hands on a bench or on something, nice big row. We have a group fitness instructor coming tomorrow. She's like a real group fitness instructor. We're like trainers that like play like group fitness. She's like,
Oh, she's like used to that.
yeah, she's like a real instructor. It's like she's too good for us, man.
Oh my God.
I don't know. She was at Pro Club for a while doing stuff, and then she was at Fly Fitness for a while doing stuff.
Oh, so you guys know her?
I don't know, but a couple of the trainers that I respect very highly that are at Pro still, they've spoken highly of
Oh,
her.
that's really good.
20 seconds out. And she's got kettlebell stuff like Blake as far as like certs. So
That's really good.
she looks compact and little,
Yeah.
but tons of energy, man. 10 seconds out. 5. Good, some air. Most of the issue with hiring somebody is a lot of trainers are on unemployment still, and they don't want to come off unemployment to work a limited amount of hours, right?
Yeah.
So our pool of applicants is large, but then it gets dwindled down very quickly.
Yeah.
Like, hey man, like you want to work 6 hours a week? Cool.
Guess
No.
what?
I want to adopt it.
Oh,
Sorry.
sorry.
I don't have. I mean, the business can't afford
I know.
to take over one of our spots, and I want to work too.
I own this.
We
so I
can-
kinda need-
We can tag team this. 25 seconds out after rows. If you have something heavy, we're going into a deadlift. If you don't have anything heavy, let's go back to single leg RDL, but take the curl out. So just focus on the RDL. 10 seconds. Alternatively, nobody will take me up on it, but you could Bulgarian split squat instead.
No one's gonna take that.
Nobody wants to do that. Single leg RDL is pretty friendly. So deadlift, if we have the weight for it, a normal deadlift. Right, then come down. If you don't have enough weight, single leg RDL, or you can split squat. Here we go. Everybody on the deadlift, inhale down, right, stand tall, exhale. Single leg looks good, Kelly. Zan, that looks good. Tiffany, yeah.
My shorts.
Oh, yeah. I know.
It's a little warm
It's gonna be
here.
hot on this weekend.
20 seconds out.
It's gonna be like 77.
I don't have the heat on, but it's 65 and it's warm for here.
It is.
10. It's usually around like 62. It's like 34 this morning when I drive in. 5. Yeah.
It's cold this morning.
Yeah, some air, guys. We bought the kids a pool.
You bought them a pool?
They want to put it up. It's gonna be an ice rink in the morning, man. Put up a pool yet? All right, we're gonna deadlifts. Take the hips, take your time. As we stand tall, don't extend in the back, right? Keep the core tight, load the core with the exhale. We tried to find some last year, but then just like weights, like somebody bought all because all the pools were closed, right? So then somebody bought surplus
Oh, I didn't
pools.
think of that, yeah.
So I found a pool this weekend at Freddy's for like $300.
Looks like a big,
Yeah.
nice.
Same pool on Amazon, $1,500. So if I don't put it up, I'll
Holy
sell
moly.
it. 15 seconds out after deadlifts. Side plank with a switch. We'll go forearm down, reach under, match the forearm, switch sides. 8. Yeah, you can't get anything on Amazon for anybody right now. 2. Good. Start in a side plank position. Reach under. Keep the feet tied together. Rotate the body. Take your switch. Nice and slow. Spend some time on that side plank. Push the hips up. Reach the ceiling. Drop down and in. Match the forearms. Spin sides. But then when we're in that side plank, we're pressing up in the oblique. So spend some time in that side plank, being static, pressing the hips up so we're active. It's a 16-foot circle. You hear me, Josh?
Yeah.
It's a big man. It's gonna be like the fire pit area and then the pool area. That's the whole backyard here.
Your backyard's in the pool, dude.
That's good. It's low maintenance as far as like yard stuff. Throw some chlorine in it. 10 seconds out. Take your time. Drive the hips up. Drive the shoulder down. 5. Be slow here. 2.
So much experiencing with Amazon now that I'm glad I could buy stuff like a retail outlet for 50% less.
Yeah. 2. Same thing. Put that forearm in the floor. Drive the hips. Press the shoulder down. And then be slow here. The entire body should move as a unit, right? So as the shoulder tips through, take the hip bone with you. That was the only pool they had there. It's supply is 0. I've been looking for probably 2 months to store nothing. 20 seconds, guys. I might not have gone that big, but 10 seconds. Let's finish with a set of bicycles after this. I may have said it was the last station. It's okay. We're doing good on time. 2. On our back, hands behind head. Let's keep the bicycle slow. Left to right, right to left. Keep the low back tight to the floor like the dead bug. 5. Little reach, little reach. Here we go. If and when it gets crazy, you can tap the heels out in space, right? Set that heel down, draw back in. Or just don't reach as far with the legs. 30 seconds here. Couple reps left per side if you're moving slow. 10 seconds out. 3. Good, there. As we start this exercise again, right, roll the hips into position, smash that back down, and then start your extensions. 3, 2. Good, last work set here. After bikes, we'll do a little bit of stretching. A little bit. One of which will be a kneeling hip flexor. If you want your glute pad, come on, try to do it rack. Good job. Go to glute pad and slide your feet left hand side forward. 25 seconds out. Then I'll meet you guys in a single leg hamstring, that hurdle hamstring. 1 foot tucked in, 1 leg is nice and long, reaching out for that toe. 50. Two. Down breath, please. Woo. So in 10 seconds, 1 foot out, 1 foot in, reaching for that heel. Heel. Oh. You can tell I didn't stretch for a week, man. The body's mad.
But you were working out though, weren't you?
More like beach stuff, though.
You're in these classes.
I jumped in a couple.
Yeah, Ben was telling us that like you guys crashed a wedding or.
We got to know a wedding party. It was fun. We brought the bride and groom, and there were 65 people for a destination wedding. We met the bride and groom and drugged them into a HIIT class.
Nice. I like it.
5. Well, they walked in, looked at the party machine, like there was none available. So he walks over and starts doing curls. Like, of course, like what else are you gonna do, right? Like, I'm about to jump in this class meeting with him. He's like, oh, sure.
That's cool.
They handled it. They did okay. Cool. Yeah. Maybe one day we'll just turn it off. 20 seconds out. Next thing, we'll go kneeling hip flexor stretch. So 1 knee on something, 1 foot forward. Roll the hips under, squeeze the glute. There's some big boys working out there.
Really?
So then I just do fist plus. Shut it down, man. Here we go. Kneeling hip flexor. Not this competition. They're doing like 60 pounds single arm like tricep extensions. Like, bro, man, save some weight.
I don't know. I don't remember if I catch it or don't after the post, but I feel like it was pretty recent, and it seems to me that they hadn't had it.
Let me check, because I thought he had emailed me, but I couldn't find the email.
What's going on with you, Mamba?
So baby was born on the 4th, yes.
Okay, okay, that's good.
Wow.
That's my mom's birthday.
Oh
I
yeah?
was trying to find an email from him. I know I couldn't find it because of the text message.
Maybe I texted him before.
5. Say it again.
I guess I texted him before the 4th.
Good, switch sides, guys.
Exactly.
When
Yeah.
do you train him?
Usually Mondays
So
and
he's not gonna come in, right?
not today. He's coming back on the 16th. Mondays and Sundays. Mondays and Fridays. Jake. I have a lot of alarms set in my phone that tells me what to do every day, especially coming back.
I know.
Because there was a lot of rescheduling stuff before I left, and then people schedule spring break and stuff was kind of crazy. So I have alarms that'll go off tomorrow morning that tells me what to do. 10 seconds, guys. If you want a butterfly, we can butterfly together. 5. Have a seat, feet together. Let's do it one time. Walk the feet in, press down on the shins if you'd like, right? Use the elbows. Ben's heading out of town soon. Well, not soon, but next month. Sarah and the boys are going to. Where's her family from? So I got brain fog.
Wait, who's going out of town?
My wife and the boys are going out of town for a funeral for like 5 days, so I told Ben to leave, and I'll handle the gym while you're out.
Nice.
If there's any opportunity for me to do it, it's why my family's in town.
Oh, that's good.
10 seconds. Last time we went out for a funeral, I painted the gym. Cleaned up the walls, repainted everything. 5. 5 times the workout. Good, that's it. Thank you. Thanks, Suzanne. Thanks, Kelly. Thanks, Tiffany. Thanks, Julian. Nice to see you all. Happy Monday. I'll see you guys.